Yo, what's good, y'all? And before we enter this long ass video, I just want to say, if you plan on watching it all in one go, I appreciate it, but I don't expect people to watch this all in one go. It is a damn near 2 hour long video. It's gonna be watched in segments essentially, but it's pretty linear. A topic is talked about until it's like resolved in some way, either saying, oh yep, plan on fixing that later, oh we're not gonna do it, oh here's our idea. And overall, nothing in this video is gonna be final or anything, and by no means am I on the balance team. I'd have to play the game more and get better at the idea of balancing before I ever even thought about being on the balancing team, because as I've heard from multiple players, my balancing takes are not that good. And another thing I've also been hearing is that skill equates to good balancing in the game, when I just don't believe that's a good take. But without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe. Join the Discord in the description. Nitro boost the Discord if you got it. And yeah, let's get into this 2 hours of the dev Q and the main balance lead guy Astralsix, just talking with not just me but also one of my good friends Mater and everyone in chat that was spamming their messages. So yeah, let's get into it.
Call me crazy, call me insane, bro. I was on my hands and knees begging for some Demon Smith stuff to go through, bro. All I'm gonna say.
Damon Smith?
This guy is fucking live.
No, I got torn alive for saying that the E-spec is horrible. I genuinely believe that Demon Smith E-spec is dog shit. That's my firm belief.
What is the E-spec?
It's like a 7 damage knockup that takes like 40 years to come out.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
And it doesn't have hyper. Like, I don't know, dude.
If anything, you should rework that, not the fucking not tortured. Like that E just genuinely does nothing at this point. Yeah, it doesn't feel like anything. It's like, dude, I don't know why, but some specialties compared to ultras are just not made equally. Like some are just like genuinely like game changing, and then some are just like, oh hey, I get to like poop out 4 arms or like do portals. Oh, I get to like cast a like I get to like go in like make my screen go dark and maybe dodge an M1. It's like, like what?
Yeah, I mean, the classes are made by what, like 3 different devs. Classes are made by 3 different devs, and this is over the span of a long time. So
yeah,
of course they're not created equal.
Understandable. That's understandable. I mean, of course they don't have all the same like what's his name? The same mentality when making stuff, but like they have to agree on one thing, is that your E specialty, if it's on a long cooldown, it should do something impactful. But if it's on a shorter one, it should be like utility. Yeah, we understand that. But like some are just like, it's like either you do them all utility or you do them all like big and impactful. Because okay, sure, you can say Shinobi is big and impactful because it extends your combos so hard that they lose like almost a bar and a half for it. It's like, that's really good. And then you look at like Poseidon Knight, you make an entire zone just for yourself to be able to like, you know, to buff your moves to Narnia. But then you look at like Old Torture and it's like, okay, I put 4 arms and then I disable my mana. Like they didn't think that like, oh, that disables running, mana shield, and climbing, so you just basically become a like a HP pack. Like it's like nothing was made equally. But yeah, no.
He does not like your stream. Okay.
He does not like your stream.
Like what? Oh, this is a stream. This is a stream. This is actually a stream, Gillidas.
Alright.
Or not.
This is something I actually I understand. Hold up. No one ever wants to fight bosses anymore because the people who actually kill the boss have the lowest chances of getting loot. What are the odds people get personalized chests for having boss credit anytime soon? Because I don't think I've
like
met a single person
100%.
that's... Thank God, bro. Thank God.
Probably,
waiting for that.
probably in the next update.
Also, Q,
Sweet.
make sure that people that are in you know, invisibility frames when you join a server and you're blue, they can't open chests. Make them not be able to like interact with a chest.
Well,
when they're, like,
oh, yeah, I can do that. I mean, you're gonna get like personal chests anyway, and like other people won't be able to open them.
But just make sure, like add another failsafe
Yeah,
on top.
I think you lose your FF when you open a chest, but I could just make it so you can't
Yeah, but
open
you
it at
should-
all.
Yeah, exactly. That's even
Actually,
better.
hold on, let me
Just
test
make
it.
them not be able to interact.
Yes, that's cute talking.
Actually, make just interaction in general with the game when you're.
Oh
in
no, you
FF,
don't.
like-
Oh yeah, you do. Never.
Yeah. No. Like Q, just make sure in the game when you're in FF, you should not be able to interact with just like anything in the game, NPCs, chests, stuff
Okay.
like that. So you can break yourself from the hassle of any future update for to have bugs or anything like unintended. Because people in FF should not be able to interact with anything. Because you know they're in FF, they just spawned in, they don't move. That's the entire point. It's like you don't move, you don't get no hassle. If you click something, you are out of FF. It's like. Or you move specifically.
Gorgeous.
Well, of course,
Tell Q that he's handsome and that he should accept my mod app and let me in the balance team. Wait, Astral, what do you think of Gorgeous being in the balance team?
I don't.
I think Gorgas is what the balance team needs, to be honest. Let's get this guy on.
Fuck no.
What do you mean, fuck no, bro? Get him on. But
Well, you gotta go through like the ranked clans and add people who are ranked.
They get him mobs, bro. They can only open chests. Yeah, Katagiri. They shouldn't open chests. Period. Like, if you have.
This
any
is
reason
about
to
balance though.
want
This is the
to
balance press conference.
Yeah. Okay.
I know, bro.
I was
Okay, well, I
gonna.
joined and there's been no
I've been
fucking like
getting-
balanced questions, so I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Okay. Do you
Guys,
think?
ask up any questions. This is the Q&A for Astral.
Do we
Anyone
give
think?
me like a
in the
30-second
chat.
pause.
Astralsix.
One sec. Wait, one moment.
Okay.
I'll be back in a sec.
How cute to
taking a
nerf
short
daggers? Daggers is a sensitive topic. You accidentally over nerf it, nobody runs them. You under nerf it, they're still
Yep.
strong. It's
Same
really,
thing for heavy,
it's
actually.
really hard to find a sweet spot. Will Buccaneer be in the next update?
Yeah,
I have no clue. Thanks for the sub speech.
I don't think so.
Rip. Also,
Um,
speech to. I'm gonna just say this real quick. Cultists nerfed or gutted in people's words. How about bosses? Can we do like servers for Queen Bee or World Slime? No, they're called world bosses. They're called world bosses because they're bosses you fight in the world for extraordinarily
Yeah, they're never
bigger
gonna get
loot
like instanced.
than instanced. Yeah.
Again, the reason why he's complaining is because people.
I'm
feel
back.
the
What do you wanna
loot
ask?
in FF.
Well, personalized chests should,
Yeah,
for the most part,
it's
fix
solvable
that.
without instance. The daggers and like stasis have been complained about by Astral for a while, but I haven't
It's-
gone through any of the stats and changed them yet.
I don't-
'cause
I don't
that'll
think
be a
they
long
need-
process.
Well, yeah, I mean, the
can't
problem
just,
is,
I can't
like-
just, nerf daggers.
The problem is like the only way to do anything about it is to go into each individual dagger or cestus in the game, like individually, and like manually change the
Yeah.
stats to something that works. And the problem with that is like that would take so long that I just don't
Thanks for the 10 Coro.
think it would make it to next update
Your,
if I
your
wanted
cards
to
were
do that
gas. They
even.
were fire.
'Cause, like,
I really like the
Yeah.
Mewtwo one especially.
This is something that like me and like one or two other people would have to go through each of them manually.
Yeah, fine tuning would be like absolutely hell to go through.
Like I'm gonna do it. Don't get me wrong. Like I do it is my firm belief that daggers are killing the game. I actually believe that. Like I feel like they're so not healthy. Like I don't know, man.
I mean, yeah, because heavy weapons
But-
right now, their main concern is like, I like how you guys did it so that less than one block break. So like, that's the only like crazy thing they got going. Like daggers can just completely
mean,
ignore that.
I just think that daggers are in a position where they're the only weapon in the game that you have to Q dash out of. You can't really block out of them. And I think like yes, daggers should have like a identity of being they're hard to F out of. I don't think they should be like literally impossible in anywhere above like 100 ping. Because chances are you're not playing in your ping when you're playing this game when you have to go gank. Like it's just not realistic to say that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, that's something that's gonna take like a very tedious amount of work to do. So
This themselves aren't broken. It's just the classes. I mean, that might be true. I
I
don't
really
think.
agree.
I don't. There's a few like fist weapons that are just kind of dumb, like the chakram or whatever. Like that shit is so fast for no reason.
Please tell
With the
Q to
290
fire the balance team.
Dude.
Bro, it's,
Oh,
you
I saw
paid money
no.
to say that.
I appreciate it too.
And there be a PvP lockout on world boss death, so people can't literally just AFK outside the boss zone and then jump you to steal everything. I mean,
Is
I already said that there should be like protection from like FF. Like if somebody's in FF, they can't interact with anything.
Yeah.
But also at the same
People
time,
will
like
get,
in your chest, I like how people where like if you like logged in or like if you use Kamui like near a chest and stuff like that, you can't open it because you're like, oh, there's a cooldown before you can interact with it. So you basically have to deal with the person then the chest. But yeah, I think that's just
I mean, that's already a thing. Like if you join, like if you spawn in next to a chest, you can't open it. But the thing is, people are spawning in like right as the boss dies and before the chest spawn. But there's gonna be personalized chests, like maybe in the next update, probably if I get the chance to do it. So like, if you contribute to the death of Queen Bee, you'll get a chest spawned on you, kind of like World Serpent in Deep Oaken.
Thanks for the fiber, and I do kind of agree with that. Not gonna lie.
Or like a chest will just spawn on you and no one else can take it. And yeah.
And then I have a question. So, are there
People are saying
foods?
fire the balance team.
Are there foods that heal you? Like, are there foods that upon eating heal you?
No.
There's not.
No,
Okay.
I don't
No,
think
And
I
then,
don't
so.
can we like talk about like possibly like maybe cutting heal pot's effectiveness in combat to like a third? Cause I fought a fucking superhuman on my right the other day. He would geppo up a hill, which I can't chase, and just pop 2 health pots, and I lose.
I
Like-
I don't think it should be like cut down the effectiveness. More like the speed of the healing, because it's just a basic burst. Like it's an instant burst of the healing, like in seconds.
The fuck is
It
Dop?
should be slow.
It's like, I mean, I already kind of nerfed Geppo, but it's still bullshit from what I've heard. But I don't know. Yeah, my solution would be to make it slower instead, because you can.
Thanks for the
cancel
$8,
a heal if you hit
brother.
them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
Okay.
thinking. Just make it so that you can't like cancel the heal.
Someone wants you to check your DMs queue about a trailer for the game or some shit. I don't know.
Where's the clap for Spiral Strike?
One
Event
called
I'll
the
check
C2.
later. I don't really open my DMs that much.
Dagger Slice does 5 damage, but it's the gold blitz that are OP. Yeah, we know this.
Make it like Deep Oak and heal pots. That was how it was in testing, or not in testing, but in like when the game was closed during CC, when it would just like increase your regen. Astral, you remember that?
That's cat, bro.
It increased. Wait, what
That
do
is
you mean? It
cap.
increased your regen. It did, and it was ass, and that's
Bro,
why I changed
Yeah,
it.
it increased your regen by like fucking 500 times.
No,
bro.
no, no,
Like,
no,
I
no,
don't
okay,
know what
hold on,
you're
hold on.
talking about.
Okay, hold on. When CC fucking closed, and I made it so it increased your regen, and then I changed it when I like did the potion rework where you could like cancel them. Hold up, I'm looking in fucking secret updates. I'm about to find this.
maybe I'm just like, maybe I have dementia or something. I can't remember, bro. But I remember popping pots and healing like my entire HP bar. I think it was
Yes,
like,
yes,
that's a
in
40%
CC you
heal.
did, but when I closed it, hold on, I'm finding the update log. I'm finding it.
Wait, hold on. Dude, I have a question. Dude, I might just do like a crazy take right now. It's completely random take I was thinking of because I saw somebody complaining about superhuman in chat and I was like, hold on, let me think about it because people were saying, oh, Geppo's retarded. You can just like, oh, it's off cooldown, run away. Oh, it's off cooldown, go in. What if Geppo wasn't like something you just got passively and then you could just use it in combat, specifically in combat, may I add? And you could only use it if you deal damage to somebody, and then if you dealt, you could either use it to run away or pressure more. But if you don't use them up, they go away. That's in combat. I was just thinking that, like, because that would make it so that like superhuman can't just constantly jump in the air like a fucking black leg user, like, because like people are just complaining about Geppo. Like, what is the complaint about
I'm
Geppo?
sorry,
Thank you
I'm
for the
sorry,
20,
what was the idea?
bro.
I was
Thank you so
proving-
much for the 20.
I was proving Astro wrong.
I was saying like Geppo like I was saying like, oh, Geppo, it's just a dumb idea I just got. I was like,
I agree
maybe
on the
it
Hellpot
could
stuff,
work.
too.
I don't know. Geppo is like people complain about it because you can spam it during combat, right? That you can just use it to
Yeah.
run away. What if it wasn't a tool for a an offensive class to use? And it only gets rewarded for being offensive and gets only that kind of resource in combat specifically to use them. So out of combat you can just use them willy-nilly, but in combat it's just, oh, you can't just spam them. It's like, oh, you want them again? Go hit people. It's like, go use specific moves
you
of
gotta,
that
like-
class to get them back.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, Superhuman's gonna get like a rework sometime
That's
soon
kinda-
anyway.
I know that's what I'm saying, because it's like there's a few classes in the game that have like extremely problematic shit. Like it's literally the exact same problem with PK Surf. Like, yeah, it's a major issue, and all we can really do right now
Thank
is
you
just
to
kind of,
5.
like, band-aid over it several times, because I've only ever been told, oh, this class is getting reworked. Oh, this class is getting reworked.
Nectar
like,
Spine
I
isn't
can't just
enchantable because
fucking-
it would be
I
fucking
feel like
broken.
it's less realistic to
It's
just
insane
say,
how-
the main one.
Yeah, I feel like it's less realistic to just say, oh, just add like a new mechanic or something to it. It's like, you know, it's just gonna get reworked. But I don't know.
Fire Astral. Okay, what they're talking about right now is like it's not Astral's fault. It's not the balance team's fault. This is they're saying Fire Astral, bro. No, it's like the like classes that have reworks that are like pending, right? Reworks that are like concepted and greenlit, but they just haven't been made yet. It's like, why would you like rework a mechanic of the class like to fit
it's
with
getting
the
reworked.
current class when it's gonna get reworked soon anyway, right? It's just a waste of dev time
I think y'all should
when
do
it could be
like
spent reworking the actual class.
yeah, y'all should just do like
Get Lord Doggius on the balance team. I got really good news, bro.
oh
I got, bro. Hey,
He is on the balance team.
what do you think about making guard breaks faster to nerf turtling? They're already a problem if you're above 100 ping. I don't know about that. Swing speed.
That's also like a
Plus,
very
then make
general
or
like
break faster.
yeah.
What?
That's not like an easy thing to do, is it? Like I think the grab system will be a really big improvement, but there can always be like more changes done to that.
I
Or
think
fixing, fixing guard breaks.
I think
I
Burr.
think fixing
Oh,
guard
shit,
breaks. Sorry, you go. Go ahead.
Okay. I think Burr has a good point in that the biggest problem at the moment is like mobility just triumphs over every fucking other stat.
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb.
I mean,
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like
So
this is
y'all
another
think
thing
more
where,
chase
like,
tools would be
Absolutely,
good.
bro.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna work on that.
I feel like the main argument against like, well, because I mean, we brought this up like a few times in the balance chat, where it's just like it'll be like me and Jose and say like, yo, we need more chasing tools, and then like the main argument I see against it is like, oh well, if we add more chasing tools, then you know people who are running away from like 1v5s are just cooked. But I feel if it's like, you know, if you're in the 1v5 situation in the first place, like if you're on a class that doesn't innately have like tools to get out, you probably should be cooked. You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of how it is. I feel like it's something that like stands in the way of adding chase tools. It just isn't very. I don't know.
I think it's really hard to, because just make like the easiest solution I see is just making everyone's speed in combat the same, but then that guts so many classes, because a lot of classes feel like they're somewhat built around their speed, especially like AC and Wraith. So if they didn't have any speed advantage whatsoever, they would be like kind of screwed in a way.
Yeah.
I feel like one way you could look about it is would it be possible to possibly make it where in combat maybe your speed is just like what your like equipment gives or something, or like your outfit, or what your outfit gives, and like that's it. No, that wouldn't fix it either. That wouldn't fix it. Oh, it's so hard. Speed is so hard to
I mean,
fix.
I think just more chase tools would be a good thing. As guys said, nerfing freshies is wild. What do y'all like actually think about that change? Because I've pulled it, and obviously like the majority agreed. I think it's just like a good thing objectively, because freshies are just like dumb.
I love it
Like,
because
in big fights.
yeah, motherfuckers will pull up on a freshie with their fucking, with like their Kane's Fang and their full spiky like armor set,
Yeah.
and then do like 2 bars, die, and then not lose a life for it, and then give another person a green name. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it feels stupid.
I don't know, dude. I feel like it's just like I feel like it's a bad solution in my opinion, because like I feel like there being a kind of green name system needs to have a lot more regulation than just like, oh, the person's a freshie. Because like as he just mentioned, like you can make builds on freshies that can actually kill people. So there's like,
that's true.
I feel like there being there being a kind of system that just directly punishes you for it, no regulation, is kind of creating the issue more than like the freshies being hard to kill is necessarily. Because I mean, the freshies are still fighters in the gank, so I don't really see like the point of reducing their HP by like what, like 10 or 20.
Wait, I have a question by the way for the freshie stuff. I have a question. Did you also like make it so that the HP pack you receive, depending on like, is exponential depending on the person's current class, or like basically like, oh, if they have no base class, oh, you basically get no HP. If you get like oh, if you're ultra, you get like a full HP pack. Like it's a percentage.
I might do that.
Yeah,
That's not how it works right now though. It's just like a static. I think it's like 30% when you knock a player. It's distributed among the people who did damage.
Yeah, because like it should like scale depending on like the person's current level. Because if you're a super class, they give a HP pack. I mean, sure you can. I mean, of course, dual supers would count as an ultra. Like that's normal. But if you're just one super and you beat somebody that's an ultra, or like if you lose to one during a gank, they shouldn't receive the like the same amount of HP as if they beat an ultra. It's like, oh god, it's a freshie HP pack. They just kill it and then they receive like an insane fucking buff of HP out of nowhere, and then they go back and then they win.
Yeah, but that's like the same.
I'm pretty sure it's logical, right?
That makes sense, but that's like another like double-edged sword with this thing, because like now you can like now pressures are buffed again in these big fights because they don't provide health packs to, or they don't provide like as big of health packs to the other team, right? Like it's kind of tricky to like do any changes like this. I think the HP thing is like a good step in the right direction. I'm not saying it's like perfect, but it's a problem with unseen aid. But I think I want unseen aid in the game. I think
I think
really well.
unseen aid is a good thing.
No, unseen aid is fine. I'm just saying that like the HP percentage.
I'm just saying it stems from unseen aid.
Yeah, but like when you said that, oh, they would still become a problem, I don't really think so, because like if you said that, oh, wow, the other team would be at a disadvantage, don't you already think that somebody being just a super in a fight with ultras and them getting knocked and giving them less HP is not like, how is that an advantage or disadvantage in any way? Because like they just would not be benefiting off your death, and you as a superclass don't perform as well as an ultra. If you do, then clearly there's a balancing issue. That's the main question. Like that's the main issue. Stop baby.
I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see how it. Yeah, Gorgas is rage rating. That's what he does.
Gorgas is spinning.
There's we'll just have to see how it goes, I guess, and how this stuff feels with the like max HP change that I did. And like, I guess I can do more after that.
Scanted, the game has plenty of mix-ups. I just think you're bad.
What? Wait, for what did he say that?
Okay, so he said, what the fuck is it? Why do you guys want easily reactable moves when the game has almost zero mix-ups? How am I supposed to bypass blocks, and how will the grab work? Chat, are y'all ready? Alright, y'all want to see a skill you can use to get around people's blocks? So I'm facing them. Q. Oh my god. A counter. Another one. A block break. Oh my god. Oh, and wait. There's some other fun ones.
I mean,
this is a problem though.
Turtling is like an issue right now, but
he doesn't know, bro.
I mean, you could say that also turtling is just like mostly like good against like slower weapons, but if you're like against the dagger, it's very hard to turtle because they can just M1 back, M1 back, M1 back, and then just go back.
Well, it's because you can mana shield and it gives you 360 block. That's true. Mana shield giving 360 block is the reason turtling is such an issue. I think the grab system is gonna like help a lot with that. But again, like it's just a concept, right? Like we can't like definitively know how it would work. It needs to be implemented.
That's kind of like the problem too. It's like the way I see it is like fucking like turtling is like the balance team next like fucking world quest, bro. Like this is kind of like what we've been trying to figure out for a minute now, because like turtling is a very big issue because of mana shield. So even if you're against the dagger, like players that can react to it just win, and against every other class you win for free automatically. Like if you know how to turtle and how to PB, you do not lose fights.
Wait, hold on. Question. Would it make sense if you mana shield and you get hit during the shield with an M1, your mana bar would go down along with your shield? Or is that like, would that be like,
Yeah, that's
oh, a
been
class
passed
can
around
be able
for
to
a
do
bit.
that? Yeah, like,
Yeah,
would that make
I mean,
sense?
that's
Or it'd be too broken?
that's one of the solutions. Yeah,
That was my first
someone
idea.
brought up.
Like my first idea was just mana shield like doesn't decrease your mana bar. So like if you hold shield, your mana bar will just go down like the same rate that it normally would.
Yeah, but if you get
My
hit,
only-
it would go down faster, right?
Yeah, I mean,
My only
there's a lot of
concern with it is,
ideas
like,
that
wouldn't be a
we're gonna
damage
experiment
issue.
with.
Yeah. Oh my god, add
Yeah.
posture to mana shield. What? I don't think posture exists in this game. Like,
Add
period,
posture.
right? You can just,
Yeah, he's saying add like a block bar. That was an idea that
Oh.
Cole brought up to me, and I don't know. I mean, I think we're too far into the game's development to like add something like that.
No,
I think
posture would
that's
just
kind
like
of the
be like an
main problem
entirely
with something like that.
would be weird.
I'm back.
I feel like
Yeah,
posture
I mean, it would be like a
is
block bar.
like the way I see it is like grabs are kind of like the gray zone where it's like it's a decently big change kind of, but it's not like an overarching system like posture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like people think grabs are going to be a lot bigger of a thing than it's actually going to be. Like it's just going to be a offensive option you can throw out for mind game. Like it's just going to make the interaction where someone's turtling a little more difficult and a little more like prediction based. Because you shouldn't
saying,
be
like,
Posture
you
wouldn't
should
work
change
in
it
different
as
contexts.
combo?
You said what?
I said, would that grab, like, if you would use it on somebody like shielding or something like that, or somebody not shielding, both at least, would that like initiate a combo, or like would it have different interactions based on, oh, did you grab them when they were shielding, or did you grab them when they're not shielding? And it's like, oh, if they
it kinda
shielded,
depends,
you can
because,
combo.
like-
if you did, if they didn't.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, again, like this is a very like early concept thing, so I don't really know yet. And it's not
Experimental, it's
in game,
experimental.
so yeah, that's something we're gonna have to like play around with, see what feels good. I'm kind of on the fence about making it just give you a combo. 'Cause that seems like a little much, but
Because
it might. Like
Yeah.
I feel like to take the safest route, it could literally just be it does like a burst of damage to the person, and then it knocks them away, like a regular fighting game.
I guess, yeah. Or like if you grab them during a mana shield, it would just put their mana to 0, so they can't just re-mana shield again, unless it drains faster. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So like, yeah, I don't
there's
want a
lot of things
situation
to do with
of
it.
like. Yeah, I don't want a situation of like if Kenobi grabs you, it's like, oh sorry, you're now in the like
Yeah, I
Luigi
mean-
0 to death combo from Smash, and it's like down air,
But-
and then you
Yeah,
get
so,
fucking
like,
0 to
the-
death.
another like main concern that we don't want in the game is for this to be like massively overpowered on like fast classes that already have a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
That's like I think that's probably going to be like the biggest like time sink as far as ironing out the system is going to be. But grabs are going to be counterplayable in other ways than parrying, and that's kind of why
Oh.
they exist, because they can't be
Also, another
counterplayed by
thing you
parrying.
should realize, would they change depending on your weapon? Like, let's say if you're light, medium, or heavy. Like, would they be different speeds at that? That's also
I don't know.
something to think about.
I think to be honest, I would lean more towards saying no, specifically so that heavy weapons without much mix-up have more of an advantage here, and light weapons don't. I
Yeah.
think that's probably going to be like the starting point, but I don't know how the grabs are going to finish, because like I said again, it's very early
Yeah, it's
to say. Like it's
Yeah,
not even
very
in game, so
early, experimental, all that stuff. Oh yeah, no, I'm just like thinking of a lot of like balancing stuff and ideas and shit like that for like certain classes that are just like super fucking weak for no reason. Like, dude, for example,
Like what?
one thing I've been seeing in chat, like people spamming is Prowler Rider. Okay, oh my god, English. Prowler Rider has like, okay, the Ice Cube move. Everybody agrees that it's just like it's sure you can say that, oh yeah, it's OP, oh it's bad. It's just it's weird for that class, and that, and also the dog, just like making your hitbox bigger. That like it just feels like you're playing like a heavy character in Smash, and your hitbox is fatter, and your moves are just like ass. It's like that's what it feels like. It feels like playing King K. Rool. It's like,
I
oh yeah, sure, let's just
think-
have like dog shit hitboxes.
I think that P Rider is quite a strong class, just like clear like that side. But what I'm saying is, what I do agree with is P Rider has a lot of things about it that are just not fun for the game's combat. Like it looks like a rushdowny kind of class, but it's actually a zoner because of how it plays and how it's designed. Like it's just not. It's never fun to fight. And yeah, it's janky. The Prowler makes your hitbox bigger. It slows you really hard for whatever reason. Like
And
this
you
is
get, like,
another one of
stunned.
those classes that's like we've been wanting to, or at least like me and like a few others on like Balance Team want to like have a refresh of, similar on like what Destroyer will get eventually, or Superhuman.
Yeah, of course. Also, there's this other user who's talking about. Hold on, let me read it out loud. Witch Doctor is completely neglected. Are y'all going to do anything to make it playable? Since in ones it's completely unplayable versus most classes. Priest does what it does, but better. I will say though, Witch Doctor, it feels more like, oh, if your summons don't really go for who you want to attack. It's like they don't really like play smart. They're just like fodder, like extra stuff that just happens next to you. And then it's like, oh, your main moves, they're completely bad. It's like you're basically relying on AI to do your M1s. It's like if I said that angel summons, like the angel summon like the clap variant, instead of attacking in front of you, it would randomly attack like behind you or like on your sides. And like it would basically serve no purpose. That's basically what Witch Doctor feels like. It's like, oh yeah, here, also let me buff my teammates. It feels like it wants to be a buffing class, but it's just, it fails at it. But yeah, no, it feels really weird. It's a summoner class that
Yeah.
like tries to
Another
be, like,
thing-
a PvP one.
Are we gonna get like a sword class that doesn't feel so locked to its weapon? Like Fallen Knight, you have to use something other than the Fallen Blade because it's not really good. And then on GK, if you even try to use a weapon that's not Excalibur, you're actually just trolling. Like I feel like there's so many cool swords, and I feel like they're just never getting
I
utilized.
think the sword classes are just kind of lame. There's gonna be more. Yeah, there's gonna be more sword classes added, like outside of the current two, right? Like the great sword class is gonna be like great sword's gonna be given its own base class. It'll get like a whole tree at some point, and then sword will also get like 2 other classes.
Gugus is saying buff Naginata. What are you saying?
And I don't
It's
think people. Is Blade of the Fallen really bad? Because I see a lot of people using Blade of the Fallen. I don't think it's that bad.
I think they think it's their only option probably.
Well,
Right?
Also,
Well, no. Phil said you don't use Blade of the
yeah,
Fallen.
I was mainly seeing that as one of the chats. Somebody repeated over and over, so I just thought I'd say it out loud. But also, are we ever gonna see Seek
okay.
getting a buff? Because Wraith just gets a busted like half bar damage move upon landing pursuit with no warm up, and Seek needs you to land like what? I think it's like Shatter Flash or Divine Punishment in order to use Seek and have it do a little bit of damage. Otherwise, Seek literally just TPs you and slows them.
No.
It just feels kind of underpowered.
You can down slam. I mean, I don't think you can definitely like combo into Seek. Like if you down slam into it off like an uppercut, it's true. I mean, there's a few things you can do. Seek. I don't think Seek is too
Yeah, like,
is that bad.
So, do you think
World
this is
Seeker
just
has a
like an
better
experience
Seek
issue?
combo than Wraith.
Okay, so is this just like
Yeah.
an experience issue from a
Oh,
player
what-
base that hasn't had enough time to play the game, or like hasn't
Yeah,
explored
I
enough?
guess, yeah.
Okay.
Because I think
if
Seek is
if you were able to
pretty
see
tough game.
like, if you were able to see like higher tier, like World Seekers use it, I think you'd like understand the combo a little bit more. Like usually, I think one thing that people usually do is uppercut rapier crit into Seek. It's completely true. There's no counterplay to it, and Seek
Hey,
confirms
Astro, I
anything in
would
the game. What?
Were you there when I talked about how Mark of Searing and Focused Flames were just very busted? But you're aware that they're busted, right? Like specifically Mark of Searing too.
Mark of Searing? Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
really tested around with it a whole lot.
It's very strong because it's basically like, oh, get free damage and more free damage if you land that free damage while they're on fire. And then there's like literally another relic that basically keeps them on fire with blue fire, the strongest fire in the game, based on your mana duration and doubles it. So like, you can't see the loop, and they're both 2-star, but like you can wear both of them, and if you have a demon heart, you can just add something else on top that is even more broken. So, and if you wear it with like, what, Grand Knight, and then you just do the Excalibur crit, it's just like, oh yeah, they die. It's like, oh, pustule, fire, die, lose 2 bars, and even if I do an M1 chain with the like the fire enchant, they lose literally 2 bars in a single, or like a bar and a half for just a single M1 chain if you wear those 2. I used that combo with like pre-rework Tortured, and that buffed its damage. Like literally just that combo, even though the class literally did fuck all damage. So like,
Yeah.
I would say if there's anything that you would nerf, it's probably Mark of Searing, that thing specifically.
Yeah, I'll test around with it a bit. Like I said, I haven't really like tested with fire a whole lot. I've been testing other things. I can only do so much testing, but
No, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
check
all
it out.
good. Because, but like, if you had to put like priority list, it would probably be that one. Like,
okay.
about
Right now,
Subways
what's kind of in
being
my
terrible.
sights is like the Fishblade, Pustule in general,
Mm-hmm.
as far as like minor build additions go. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out soon.
wait, hold on. Drop Buccaneer. Buccaneer's not gonna drop, bro.
Can we get an option to rebind uppercut and other control click combat? I literally cannot use them as a Mac player. That's
As
kind
a
of
Mac
tough.
player, oh my
That's
god.
kind of tough.
It's Control T.
It's like
on
Linux.
the-
It's like Linux users when they can't play a game because it's not on Linux and it's only on Windows.
I will add
okay.
keybinds at some point, but you can do Control T on Mac. Keybinds aren't like a huge priority right now though.
Buff Destroyer, please. Yo, ask them why fast classes like Wraith, King Sir, Coyote, Shinobi are impossible to catch if they ever have a brain cell, the mana shield, mana pool. Please can you go as
We
much
did
depth
talk
as you
about
can
the
with plan
fast
change
classes,
rework
yeah.
to Damon Smith. Thank you for the 5, Pooba Stank. I don't know what's gonna happen to Damon Smith. I don't know if it's just gonna get buffed or reworked. Do you have anything to say on that?
Definitely not reworked.
I think it's fine if you just give it a block break personally, because its main issue is that it has no way of like really punishing turtling. If that
I think-
makes sense.
Here's like another problem that kind of exists in the game is like there's a very clear like rift between good guard breaks and bad guard breaks. Like I would say like shit like Bloom Surge or like Judgment Strike
Excalibur
are really
crit.
fast. Yeah, so you can use
Excalibur.
them to get around Mana Shield like reliably. But the other guard breaks in the game are actively detrimental because if someone knows how to turtle, you will lose if you use those. Like you just have to take them out of your hotbar.
You wanna know why some crits feel like ass and the others don't? Because like, okay, you know the relic, like the feather one that makes it makes it so that crits have like way less of a like speed down when you use them. Like what is it called? It was the blue one, I think, or the red one. I can't remember.
Yeah, blue
But it was
feather.
one of the
Blue.
two. Hold on, let me look it up just to be sure. Yeah, it was the
Blue.
Yeah, blue harpy feather. Yeah, you're right. So that one, if you use it on some crits, they feel amazing and they feel actually usable. And if you use it even on like Excalibur crit, it becomes even better. Because like the reason why it feels so nice is because you have so much mobility on a crit. That's why. That's why. Like if you like use that kind of like crit, you just like move so far and you block break people instantly. But some are just like, oh here, let me do like the slowest wind up in the universe and then like do nothing afterwards. Or just knock them away and you can't combo. That's why. Some of them just feel
Yeah,
really
I
bad to
mean,
land.
That's kind of like that's just kind of like a dilemma with the game right now is how do we make slower guard breaks good? Because frankly, they're just not.
And it's not even a
Unless
question
you're
of, oh
fighting a
damn,
player who's
Could
yeah, unless you're fighting a player who's like panicking a lot. So
Mhm.
that's something we're looking into. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what we can do.
Would possibly lowering dodge
I mean-
cooldown and then making it to where slow block break just become dodge only attacks be a thing, or is that like, would that fuck over the entire like balance of everything?
I think having more, I think having more nuance to like how you counterplay like slower things in the game would be a good thing. Like maybe even like things you have to mana shield because that takes more reaction time, or like you said, like things you can only roll. I do think the game could use more of those, but it's not necessarily. I don't think it's necessarily my say what gets it.
Okay.
I mean,
People.
oh yeah, right. Wait, Phil, question. I want to hear your opinion on this too.
Okay.
You know how like fists can just use any skills from any other class?
I
No,
think
mean,
that
like,
was
you know,
already
other classes can use
changed.
fists. It was changed. I'm
Or
pretty
do you
sure,
mean
all of them?
all
Or
classes
just
being able to
some?
use
I'm pretty
base
sure it's just
fists?
some.
No, so
Yeah.
all
I mean,
ultra
that- I mean, they
upgraded
still
fist
have-
moves, any fist move that is like ultra level, is no longer usable without having like fist class or fist weapon.
Address blocking. There is no cooldown or blocking and unblocking. Quite literally unplayable to fight as a non-mage against someone who knows how to block.
I think it would be really dumb if there was a cooldown on blocking and unblocking.
Yeah, especially in a game
sounds
like this.
not fun at all.
Well, like in Deepoken, like
I
how
could-
they have it, like the shaky block shit.
Nobody likes shaky block. Actually, top 10 worst mechanics in the fucking game, bro. Like it's good for balancing,
If-
but like it's I don't know. Maybe I'm just uneducated.
I mean, shaky block and Rogueblox sounds like an interesting
not
idea, but I don't think
It wouldn't
it's
fit.
necessary. Yeah, I don't think it would fit, and I don't think it's like. I don't think that needs to be done. I don't think that'll
Shaky
really
mana
like.
block shield. Oh
help with
no.
anything.
I just
Oh,
don't see.
yeah.
I feel like it's good in Deepoken because Deepoken is kind of built around there being shaky block, kind of like how they they have fainting, they have slower moves. It's built around parrying. But in a game
You have
like with
multi-parries.
the rogue lineage kind of formula in combat here, like it just wouldn't it wouldn't feel fun at the very least to like get shaky blocked and then just eat a fucking tortured combo or eat a wraith combo. Like I don't know. Because Deepoken's a lot less combo based than this game.
Yeah.
Astro, like, what do you think about the new Tortured rework? Like, what do you think about it in general?
I haven't
probably
really
most people.
played it a whole
I missed it,
lot. I
don't I?
think it's way better than people give it credit for. Like as
No,
far
it
as how
is way
strong it
better.
is.
Yeah, that's true. However, I think it completely lost its identity in general of what it actually used to be. It used to be a combo
Yeah,
class,
I
but now
mean-
it's just like a throw, move, do damage class.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't really played it, so I don't really know how it plays. But that's not really like a me question.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
didn't
guess.
I can't do anything about that.
And then like
I don't handle anything like class wise unless I'm the one designing the class.
okay.
Oh my god, and this guy's spamming about when is Tortured. Stop spamming it and I'll read it. When is Tortured being fixed? Ravage is legit deleting frames for someone in the server.
Yeah.
Your game is frozen for 8 seconds.
Yeah, I told Minnie about that a couple times. I don't know when he's getting around to it, but it's known.
Hold on.
Cultist
Wait,
next
what did
has
it
it,
say?
like a-
The Tortured rework, in my opinion, is just very underwhelming. Landing your slam moves to send them up is so inconsistent. Yeah, no, it like compared to before it tried to like always rely on knockdowns, but the thing is that like it had this thing where like, oh, knockdown cooldown. It's like, oh, sorry, you used one knockdown, you get cooked. It's like that's all you can do with the rest of your moveset, because that's why it was very weak, because it couldn't combo with anything else. But now that it was changed, it's like, oh, send them up, down, portal towards you, but then they slide away further than you can actually like M1 them. It's not like the tether with like Shinobi where it like pulls them perfectly on you or something. It's just like, oh yeah, let me just teleport them across the world and make them slide on the floor, fucking soft and wet style. Like,
Also,
it's really inconsistent in general. And also the spear was just like, did it really need like a fucking railgun level speed of spear that can just like explode on you? Like,
okay, I got a
yeah, I
couple
mean,
Yeah,
it
minutes.
doesn't really
it's
feel
supposed to be
like
PBA-able,
combo
but it was
class
bug.
anymore. Because it's fist. That's why I'm saying that like, oh, it doesn't feel like a combo, because it has like a fist M1s that are, you know, fast, and then it's like, oh yeah, I have moves that are like fucking slow and explode like fucking Hitman. But yeah, no,
Okay, for the people.
it's just odd. Just no, Tortured was never
So-
bad. It was, I'm pretty sure, the weakest Ultra out of all of them if you compare them like 1 to 1.
I don't know about that.
Really? Do you have? I mean, other
So-
than maybe Wraith, like I'm pretty sure at the start people were like,
Tortured
saying
was
that,
never
like, oh
that
my God,
weak,
Wraiths are
not gonna
bad."
lie.
What?
Torture was never that weak. And then I have a couple things. So do we have
Which
any word on what's gonna go on with cultist? Cause like you either have to use one specific build comp or it's genuinely just kind of like a runner class again.
Well, like an insanity build.
Like yeah, I feel like you have to run like insanity plus like any knockdown into otherworldly grasp. And if you're not running that, your class is bad. Like in regards to Fishblade, it's already Wraith Fishblade was already talked about this stream. I'm gonna time you off for fucking 5 minutes, bro. Like, dude.
Type shit.
I mean, I just think the insanity stuff is just kind of dumb right now. Like, I was gonna vault mind breaking entirely,
Mhm.
but Astral told me to just nerf it instead. But I
Whoa,
mean,
whoa, 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 whoa.
okay, not it was in the doc. That's what I meant to say. It was in the doc. I don't know if Astral said it.
Wait, what? Who said this? Hold on.
In the doc, yeah, it was nerfed from 30% to 15%. I said
Cactorian's not bad.
When you said you'd vault it, bro, just know I'm fully behind that decision.
Oh, quick
'Cause
thing.
I'd rather see like a reworked like insanity system, like for build crafting, than just like
Yeah.
lunatic just gives you fucking insanity.
Okay, so someone talked about the water
Yeah.
stuff. Are we gonna fix that? Like, especially Rot Silver and PK? Well, PK's getting a rework, so
Fucking,
just
gaining
ignore that for now.
momentum.
But like Rot Silver, yo,
What?
read that. Have you not
Were
seen
you-
the
were you,
Rot
like,
Silver
flinging
tech?
in the water?
I just did it on stream like 2 minutes ago. I was in like a 5v1, so I just
I
went to
don't
the
know how
water
you
and
coded
critted
water
away.
Q, but like
Yeah, I was using that shit
it
today,
keeps
bro.
momentum. You keep momentum.
Get out
What
of
do you-
gank free
you-
card.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about like you
means,
can
like,
just
if
like
you
fling
use,
yourself?
like-
'Cause I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you use like high velocity moves like the Rot Silver crit, you can fling yourself very far in the water.
Yeah, not just that, but also getting ragdolled in water by a high velocity
Yeah.
move can fling your corpse across the fucking Nile River and then send you across like to the next continent. It's like I'm safe. It's like dude, so I've had somebody I knocked them and then they start floating and like spinning in the water, and then they just get away for free. Like you don't lose velocity in water. It's hilarious.
I think
No,
this stream is mainly we're talking about PvP balancing right now. Anxiety. I think everyone is aware that King Slime is a little bit of a issue. And then I had another thing. Do you think a like dev supported tournament with like some kind of like reward for like the best players in the game to showcase each class would be a good thing? Because I think right now one of the
There
big
was
issue
a-
is people don't understand how classes work and like how to use them.
During CC, there was a thing called Blocks League, which was ran by my best buddy Moga. But I don't know if he's gonna do another tournament. If he does, though, I'll support it.
Mhm.
And the winner of Blocks League gets like a gold name. in
If
the-
you're
in the player
interested,
list.
there is currently a Discord called Rogueblox Competitive League, ran by this guy named Nez. I don't know if
Yeah,
maybe
you can
you
just send
could
the invite. I mean,
possibly
I'd be
work
down.
with them. Like, I just think like things that like the dev support and can even like get somewhere like announcements would be huge, because like right now the biggest issue with balancing is players are going every which way because people have completely different concepts of class. Somehow I've heard people even called like Wraith. I've seen people put Wraith in F tier, and I've also seen people put it in S tier. Like there's just a huge
Yeah.
not understanding conceptually of how
I mean, I
classes
think it's
can
cool
be
that
worked.
people have different
I mean,
opinions on so much
Mhm.
shit. But
that's true.
yeah,
but
I
feel like
haven't
no
seen
matter-
this.
I feel like no matter what,
League.
like even with a competitive scene coming out, like people will this dynamic is still going to exist. Like I don't feel like it's going to diminish. Like the main
No
reason why
way.
I would want like a dev sanctioned tourney is to scout people for like balanced team and shit.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh,
I haven't gotten around to it, but I want to make balance team apps soon to get more people on the balance team.
Quick thing. No matter how much of a balanced fucking game-breaking genius he is, do not let OK in on that shit. I don't know if you've seen. He breaks every game he plays. And yes, he's really good at breaking games, but dude, he will abuse. He did it to AL. He broke so many classes on AL.
I give him
just
credit
for
in one thing,
content.
he's great at breaking things. He's great at finding the most OP shit in a game whatsoever. But when it comes to making things like actually like balanced for the community in general, he will not care. It's like, oh sure, let me just over buff that shit so that people can like bring chaos. He's like basically like I don't know the chart where it's like, oh I'm chaotic like fucking evil, where I'll just decide to make chaos because I feel like it because it's fun. It's like he won't like he's really good at finding like shit that's super broken PvP and PvE wise, but when it comes to like actually balancing it, it's
Yeah, I mean,
okay at best.
the way the balance team functions is we each make our little like list of balancing, and then it's voted on, and majority vote like determines whether or not that passes or fails. So like if a change is like absurdly like brainless, it's not very likely to pass. I try to, well, okay, I think like having multiple people who have differing opinions on the balancing team is a good thing. Like we need people from like
Variety.
all levels of play, but like the kind of problem here is it's very hard to scout people for balance team because there's just no like outlet for me to do that. So
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, you have to like take your own judgment into it at the same time with like a group of people, and sometimes even like it does happen where like a majority of the vote does want something, but then it turns out that it's not really healthy for the game at the end of the day because
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
more like a lack of experience when
there's-
it comes to judging.
there's always going to be times where like the balance team is going to miss something, or the balance team's going to make a bad patch. Like it's not something like we do our best, you know what I mean, but it's not, we're not fucking perfect. Like I try to, at least me, I think that we've kept that to a minimum like for a very long time, but no matter what, there's going to be some times where we fuck up. I think having more people on the balance team to give more opinions is going to kind of like reduce the chances of us missing something. So yeah, I definitely want more people on that end, but yeah, like I said, like it's more of a voting system for each minor change.
Oh,
I have
right,
one
you did
thing.
remind me about one thing. What?
So
Sorry, Phil. I just wanted to like give one thing.
oh yeah, you go.
Okay. It's very like niche, but I'm pretty sure like everybody's gonna be aware of what it is. So you know how like for example you're able to get Excalibur on dual supers even though you're not like you get the weapons for an ultra you're not supposed to have. Like that, I just like find that like very weird. Because aren't the weapons for the ultra like, you know, the ones you should be getting for the ultra?
It was under my I was under the assumption that this patch was supposed to like just not let these people use these weapons, but that did not happen, obviously. Like I think that people having ultra weapons on anything that isn't the ultra is the stupidest shit known to man. But it's not like entirely up to me whether or not that happens.
Yeah, because like I mean I do want to ask Q what Q thinks about it, because like it just feels very unbalanced. Because like the reason why you go for the ultra, if it's a bug, then yeah, I
It's
hope
a bug
it gets
and it
fixed
will
soon.
get fixed.
Because like it doesn't. Oh, thank you.
And then another thing.
No, apart from that, yeah, go on, Phil. Go
Okay,
on.
so one thing I see a lot of complained about, and I've complained about it a lot as well, is fuck, why am I like blanking now? Oh yeah, like the holy fuck, I'm gonna have to scroll up to the comment. Zoning. I feel like zoning playstyle is just kind of crazy. Both and like there's so many classes that prevail with it. Like are you guys like trying to actively filter out the zoning playstyle, which like or like is that gonna be like built into like a balanced way to where it can be used but not busted? Because like release PK was
Zoning
insane.
Zoning is something that, yeah, I mean, I won't say it's been like a major priority because obviously there's been some extremely other like broken shit in the game that we've had to iron out first. But zoning is something I want to catch. Like I've seen and partaken in like people getting on like priest or some shit, and since you have like 40 times mana speed, you just outspeed everybody in the game, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You just lose. A lot of classes in the game don't actually match up very well versus zoning because they don't have tools to catch zoners. That's why I want to kind of integrate into this grab system chase mechanic to kind of fill that base of the game. But I kind of do want to like look for solutions to where people can just kind of infinite run from you and space you out, and you just lose automatically because you can't catch them. It's definitely something I'm looking into.
And then with the grab system, one thing I've heard a lot of like scary stuff about is the fact that with a lot of classes, the only counter is holding F. Like, especially a lot of classes that have insane pressure or insane amounts of like multi-hits. Like GK, bro, the only thing I feel like I can do against GK is like hold F until they try to crit, then I PB it and punish. But like I feel like the solve shouldn't be just like holding F and then like letting them just grab you out of everything. It feels kind of like redundant, I guess, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is kind of something we have to find out while testing it, but there's going to be multiple ways to counter grabbing. It's just going to be more of a, like, it's not going to be block, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have to, you know, choose the right option. If it's completely horrible and, like, fucking, like, dagger classes are just ruining the game over it, then definitely we'll do something about it, but it's a little too theoretical for me to really like tell you exactly what we're gonna do. But my biggest priority, like I can assure you, my biggest priority is to make it so that like classes that already have insane pressure do not benefit massively from this.
And then another thing I saw was people are saying, why can't sub races have shrines? It's cucking builds, and like I kind of agree with this because most the sub races feel so underwhelming that like I'd rather just like pick a shrine over any sub race any day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, the whole dynamic here, like for why they can't use shrines is because, at least conceptually, the sub races were just supposed to be flat out better than not having a sub race. So like the shrines are supposed to be like a kind of balancing factor towards that, whereas like shrines are more broad and you can kind of pick what you want. Sub races would be a little more specialized. That's still just kind of a balancing thing we have to hit. And like I said, I mean, we've just had other priorities.
Yeah, I agree with that because the last thing I want for this game to become is like a min-max sim like Deep, where like you gotta get the subclass, then you gotta get the shrine, then you gotta get min-maxed armor, then you gotta get this. You know, I think that's worse than having like a certain amount of time where the game is imbalanced, but once the finished product has become more rounded out, it'll be better.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's on the radar, is all I can really say.
And then
I want to see sub races.
And then, is there ever gonna be a Nightstone type of thing? Because Vamps, I've heard a lot of complaints about Vamp, and I think having Obsidian Skull as an easy to obtain way to counter Vamps debuffs during the day is like good, but I also think like daytime lasts like infinite times longer than like night, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe they're the same and I'm just like tweaking, but like it feels like Vamp is underwhelming because I feel like it's almost never nighttime. Either that or it's hard to tell when it's nighttime.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of an issue like of what like the devs want to do, really, because like I mean, in last balance notes, I did note the removal of Vamps burning in sunlight like entirely. Like you wouldn't have to use Obsidian Skull. There would be some other kind of like debuff to work around. I didn't write the debuff, obviously, it was very vague, but I've been trying to make it so Vamp had a different debuff for like a little bit. I think, like me personally, the game's biggest strength right now is build crafting, and I think
I
Vamp
agree.
kind of doesn't mix very well with it because it forces you to use a relic slot
Hmm.
that already has a function like in other places. Like
Yeah.
you not being able to roll off fire is just not necessary. Like I feel like it should be like split into two different things. But yeah, I mean that's like up to Q whether or not he wants to change like Vamps burning in sunlight or whatnot.
Yeah. I saw
But I agree
someone
with you.
suggest add a Daywalker quest, but you take more fire damage in return, which I like the idea, but also fire is already busted between like having
Yeah,
the
fire is
blue
meta in this
flame
game.
changer. Like blue flames are kind of just like the best thing in the game right now. I almost think like as far as like adding on damage to your build, like
Yeah, and then the
unrollable 50
forgotten
pen is
cousin of
crazy.
blue flame, white flame. White flame be like fucking ass, and the blue flame is just like leagues above it. It's like a white
Vamp
flame is
hunger
like
bar.
a normal flames with downs. Like it's so bad.
People are
Yeah.
saying to fix the trade-off, by the way. Someone said they lost 5% HP and lost over 50% of their hunger bar. I don't know if that's true or not. That might just be like an over-exaggeration, but probably worth looking into maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god.
I don't know. I hopped on Vampire like 2 days ago or something, like on a build I was just like playing solo ganking on.
Mhm.
I think the hunger loss on Vamp and how like unfortunate to say the least it is to maintain it
fast?
is a little questionable, but I think it's strong when it's strong and it's absurdly weak when it's weak is all.
Yeah, it just has a fast metabolism, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Fast meta-
balancing sub races is absolutely up there on the priority list, like for balancing at least. It's something I want to push for, but that's like I said, it's kind of like a vote thing, and what I want isn't necessarily what like the other people of the balance team want.
Yeah, no,
whatnot.
no. I
So
get that.
it just kind of depends.
Oh my god, dude, this guy has been spamming in the chat for like I think the past 20 minutes. When is the ribcage nerf coming? Ribcage is like an
True.
artifact, and like,
Fuck ribcage, bro.
dude. I mean, what would you nerf it? Like the time that it would take to regen?
Just remove it from the game, bro. We're in
It's
the turtle
broken?
meta right now, and it just lets you hold
Yeah.
F infinitely, bro. You don't even have to partake in the perfect.
No,
blocking anymore.
I'm
You
not.
just
I'm
hold
not
F.
denying it. The fuck? Bro said, "Don't you dare deny it." Bro was like, "Don't you fucking dare deny it. It's fucking broken." Like, yeah, we know. Chill. Okay, we get it. Like, okay, like we know Turtle League is like an issue, but like, dude, if you would like nerf it, I think at this point you would just rework it because like clearly, also, dude, 1,000 block breaks, like, who genuinely who
Artifacts
would-
are like a, I don't know.
Endgame.
Artifacts are like a CC feature. No, like you're not supposed to get an artifact. They're not like made. I feel like people have this misconception that you're like supposed to go get an artifact to min-max your build. That's
Oh.
not like what they're supposed to be. Like it's a
They're more
CC
like,
thing. It's like a gate capped obtainment, but it just doesn't really work. And I'm considering like probably just removing artifacts entirely because it's kind of it doesn't really fit in like a public game. It fits in the CC setting, which it worked really well in closed community.
Would
It
you
was a
consider the
really cool
fucking
thing in
fairy soul
CC.
quest? Would you consider the
I mean,
fairy soul quest a CC?
No, that's like a. I mean,
I-
yeah, I don't really know why you'd want to go get.
Like the
I don't know why you would want to do that.
very bad.
I feel like there being artifacts in the game is a like very, very good thing because it's something for players like to go do and they want to do, and it's like it is gate kept at least at first. It's kind of something you have to go explore. What I don't like is that they directly affect combat, or at least like Ribcage does. Like I really liked Observer in concept because it gave you very, very good utility. I think Observe is stupid, and I'm glad it was removed.
Oh,
But like
Yeah.
the
Oh my
little
God,
like side note you can put down. Like I do really like that it gives you like a very powerful form of utility. I think that's
Mhm.
something that should stay. Like I think relics being in the game is good. I think relics being in the game and affecting combat is bad.
Yeah, I think
Artifacts.
So you finish.
Yeah,
you finish.
artifacts.
Wait, do you
Said
think
rail.
artifacts should only be quality of life then instead of being combat?
Yeah, entirely. I think if
Yeah,
they're either quality of life entirely or they're removed from the game is my kind of like
yeah.
ultimatum.
I
Let's
think
see.
quality of life is just better
Ribcage
because
is
And
just
then-
PvE.
That brings a question then, like,
I
yeah,
feel
like
that would
what
just
happens
make,
to
like,
Ribcage?
That would make PvE just like not.
it's
Like,
easy.
what's the point of making like hard bosses then? Like,
And then with
Yeah.
it just being
Well, I'm saying on top of like a nerf to Ribcage.
mhm.
I feel like, dude, honestly,
Like
I feel like you could
easy.
just delete ribcage like fully and then just keep everything else. Like,
So then how do
maybe,
you?
maybe I'm like the horrible dictator.
rework
I think it's a good idea to just remove it because it's low key way too overpowered. I don't know how you'd appease the players that have it with a rework. I feel like there'd be no way to equal up to it while balancing the game. But if you did just theoretically remove it, what would the compensation be? Because players would be angry, especially those that server hopped
Yeah,
or
because
bought
they
it off
got
Bazaar or traded for it.
1,000
I mean,
block breaks worth of time.
Mhm.
There being a rework is absolutely the better like solution here. I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm just exaggerating, but like you know, at least for right now, I think we can all agree that ribcage is not very healthy. For
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. Not just
like borderline
not
a
just
dev
ribcage
spec.
being unhealthy, but just in general. Like artifacts being affecting combat in such a heavy way shouldn't be a thing because
Mm.
they're way too rare. Like the amount of work you have to do to get one is like way too heavy. And it's like not everybody needs to have it. It's like saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm part of like a royalty, so the combat should be like this way for me because it should be catered towards me because I worked hours to get this artifact." No, you should get quality of life. Like for example, like you get a TP with the eye, like the observe, like the eye artifact. You get like what else for timekeepers? Basically for people who actually have jobs. Dude, I have this
Kind of
thing
like
where like
sorry to cut you off, but I do like
that's
really
good.
want to put this out there. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like if it becomes like purely quality of life though, it does kind of take away from what gifts want to be. I almost wonder if artifacts should be like obtainable gifts, kind of like how like construct is like an obtainable race in Rogue. Like you can get it on any
Yeah,
account
but
or
think
whatnot,
about it.
but
Thanks for the sub to the
Difference
towers. You to
is
go.
artifacts
Rogue
can
is
be
goat in the
lost on
stream,
wipe,
goat.
I'm pretty sure, right? Or like no, can they be lost?
no,
Or
they
not?
stay on white.
No, they can't. Oh, okay. So
I
mean,
just think
yeah,
that, like,
do
I know-
agree. Yeah, go on.
I know more gifts are something that devs want to add. Like gifts are something that they want to expand on. I just think
Mhm.
that if artifacts kind of take the turn to where they're only quality of life, that is directly contesting what gifts want to be also.
Mhm.
And I feel like there being
I
an
see what
overlap
you
is
mean.
kind of make it a little weird to have both systems at the same time. I almost wonder if they should merge.
I mean, okay,
It
hear
would be,
me out.
I think it would be kind of cool if artifacts like replace your gift. I think that'd be interesting. I don't know. I gotta think about it more. I just don't
think
like.
people would agree.
artifacts are
Yeah,
just-
that would be a bit way too harsh.
I
Yeah.
think artifacts have like generally been like a problem for the game, and that's why I'd like to just remove them like entirely. Because like I don't think people bitch about like artifact obtainments, which like I get, but like you're not supposed to. Like no one's forcing you to get the artifact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but the
it-
reason
it's
why they're
not-
bitching
that's
about
not
it, for
what it's
example,
supposed to
Ribcage, yeah.
be.
Yeah, no, the reason why they're bitching about it is because they give you an advantage in combat. Like, for example, Timekeeper.
Yeah.
Dude, Timekeeper is literally made for people who have jobs. They're employed. It's like, dude, the amount of time you would play for Timekeeper is like, okay, I got off my shift, I go back home, I play, and then like, oh, sorry, I got ganked and whatever, I hop off the game, go back to work, and then it's recharged. It's like, it's literally made for people who don't like stay like hours on this game. Like, quite literally, that is what it's made for. Like, you cannot lie to me. It was made for employed people. But like, if you look at Ribcage,
much.
like everybody complains about, it gives you an advantage in PvP and PvE. That's why people don't like it. But like, fucking Seeker too, if I remember, like Observe, dude. I will say this now, for any kind of ability in the game that you ever add in the future, Q, or Atlas, both of you. If you add an ability in the game that gives you information that like, it's really strong. Getting information in this game about any teammate, any whatever is really strong. That's why Sight is probably one of the best gifts that people like running, apart from, you know, the one that lets you place down a campfire. Being able to know like, oh, that's what his gift is, that's what his super class is, that's what his current HP is. It's like, that's a lot of strong information. And having Observe on top of that is like, oh yeah, I just know your location and everything about you. You basically dox people and fucking block in Rogueblox, and then they just lose by default. It's like you know so much about them, and it's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're running. You're gonna lose. It's like I could just preemptively jump you with something, or like tell my teammate that has a better class than you, like a perfect counter to you, to jump you. It's like that's why Observe is just way too strong. That's why people were literally exploiting in Rogue Lineage to not be able to be seen by that one class that had Observe.
Well, dude, it's like the reason why Observe is a problem is because like if they know where you are, that's like you said, they just call like the 40-man like giga like destruction squad of doom on your head. It's like I used to play a lot of Oni in Rogue, and I didn't actually run Snap Gelatus. I run Snap Ignis instead. So as soon as I got observed and there was a death squad going to my head, I just died because they were all shinobis, and I'm not escaping that as an Oni.
Yep.
Like you can't really play. The problem with Rogue is you can't play the game on some classes. Like you can get on and like gank, and then if you're in the server past your like fucking allowed time, you just die.
Yeah, it's like what they called. I remember there was this thing like on Rogue Lineage. I remember I heard about. They called it like scroom racism or some shit like that, where they just like specifically just like grip or kill scrooms over and over and over again because they're just so bad. Unless you were a metal scroom and then you just go shinobi or some shit like that, if I remember. But yeah, no, they're just
I'm
like
just
in general,
glad
like
Observe got removed, and I agree that like information can be really strong, but
yeah.
I think Overseer is probably fine now.
Yeah, so far, because the TP being able to like, you know, set down a TP and then move away is like really good. It's like it's a good artifact, that quality of life. It doesn't really like give you a huge advantage in combat except for like mobility, but even then you have to like, I'm pretty sure you can't use it in combat, right? You
No,
cannot
can't
use like
combat.
yeah, exactly. Then it's fine. But yeah, another thing, yeah, I read the chat. Like a lot of people were pinging me in the main server and then saw, yeah, they said that like timekeepers like regen when you leave the game doesn't work. But yeah,
Is it not?
a lot of stuff in the game. No, yeah, they said it doesn't. Two people pinged me and they said it doesn't work. So yeah, no. If other than that, like, dude, so much stuff in the game just doesn't work. Like for example, Alchemist, it has two passives that just straight up lie to your face, like a literal lie. It's like, oh yeah, you get those, but you don't. It's like, oh, drink potions faster when your toxicity is lower. So that was a fucking lie. The other one, oh, when you die, you don't drop potions. That's a lie. It's like, that shit just doesn't happen. Yeah, I kept saying Alchemist has no benefit. No, Alchemist has the benefit of like, oh yeah, you get to summon a pot wherever you want. That's what you get. You get to cook wherever you want. That's it. Congrats. Fucking make potions mid-combat. It's like, what? It's like they try, it's like, oh yeah, become Salt Chemist from Deep Oaken. Your ass is not gonna do shit. No, Shinobi were any nerfs
I don't know why we're saying Shinobi needs nerfs, bro.
Dude, Shinobi, okay, I will say this. Shinobi, the only reason it's fucking broken, if you do not use relics with it, it's like the most, it's like, in my opinion, unlike other dagger classes, it's balanced compared to the others. The only reason people hate it is because it does a fucking like ABA combo into the sky. What, bro? Shinobi is busted? Dude, if you've seen Shinobi with speed relics, that's what makes it broken. Like, as soon as you remove them, your damage, sure, it's good, but it's not insane. Like, if you compare it to like, look at Priest. You do a combo with Priest, boom. Literally like 2 bars. Exploded. Atomized. You're like nuclear energy sent into your room. Like you die. Yeah, Shinobi is more like, if you don't do the combos, you lose. If you do them, you win. That's literally what Shinobi is. Of course, yes, there is the Mifune's necklace, Hermes ring, what else? What other stuff? Oh yeah, the wind shrouded sheath. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Is really good, and if you wear all of them, you just get speed for all of them, and you get rewarded for doing speed. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. If you wear all of those,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it just buffs you. But like, if you just wear anything else and stuff like that, Shinobi's not that insane compared to the other classes. Sure, yes, if you master it, it does great stuff. But in general, no.
What they
I think
did.
Shinobi is like extremely annoying to fight. I think Shinobi's extremely annoying to fight, and it suffers pretty hard from like daggers just kind of forcing you to Q mash out, because Shinobi's really good at catching dash.
Yeah.
It also has like one of the best neutrals in the game, because it can move stack its dash with like anything in its kit.
Yep.
I I kind of remember Shinobi being the class that relies pretty heavily off its build to do major damage. I think like there's a very big difference between Shinobis who know how to use like max height warm winds versus those who don't. There's a huge damage difference because warm winds is the bulk of your like bursts at the end of your combo, I believe.
Yeah, because like you just drop them down and then they just take the equivalent of how high you brought them down to the floor, and then and especially after the fall damage nerf, that was a huge fucking like nerf towards it. But like it doesn't mean that it's still bad, because before it was able to do an entire bar of fall damage if it brought you really high and then dropped you down. It's like
I don't think Shinobi's OP. Like I don't think Shinobi's OP. I think the fact that it's benefiting from dagger classes being like very not great for the game right now is kind of teetering it towards that position. That's not something you'd like nerf Shinobi over.
I'm just gonna
more of a dagger issue than a Shinobi issue.
I'm just gonna say this now before I forget. I saw two valid things in the chat, bro. Someone said, speaking of Q-Mash, you can't do that on Kingslayer. It's so hard to get out of fast combos. I think allowing people to rebind Kingslayer TP would actually be really good, because I also have that issue. And then I saw another question about oh lord, where is it now?
Just to touch on the Kingslayer thing, like
yeah,
the Q dash has been something that's been complained about since the dawn of fucking time, bro. Like, all I'm gonna say is I have brought it up personally several times, but the owner is adamantly against changing it. So I don't know, out of my hands.
Okay, and then another.
Oh yeah, right.
What up? I'm just gonna say this. I don't want to forget it. It was by this guy. His name is Venrox. Let's see if I can find it. Is there any plans to give Witch Doctor a dodge spec? Dryad and Priest both have one, so why not Witch Doctor? Also, why can Witch Doctor grip allies for their dolls? Why not make gripping enemies do that instead? Or insta.
That's something you'd have to ask like Mini for, because he's the one who made the class. I don't really know.
Did Mini also make Dryad, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's good, Supa?
I concepted Dryad and Q coded it.
Ask why they punished people for artifact hunting before it was mainstream. I have had that same question too. I remember releasing Overseer's Obtainment, and I was literally bombarded with DMs and shit. People thought I'd know the rework on like the second they changed it, and they changed it back. I do think, like, are you guys gonna handle things like that where like stuff doesn't go exactly how you want it in a new light? Because I think like making the Rex impossible, we're like, or like borderline impossible, we're like possibly one of the worst ways of handling it, if that makes sense, in the nicest way possible. I think just like straight up like announcing it to be disabled, or like just like, I don't know how else to put it. It's hard to handle it, but I don't like the way it was handled, and I think everyone agrees that it was not handled greatly.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question, Atlas and Q at the same time. Like about. Like,
I just want to say about the artifacts, like, I do think the way I did that was pretty dumb, and that's why I reverted it after like a day or whatever, or however long it was. But I don't know. I'm sorry to anyone that voided their Bible of Rita because they thought I didn't change the attainment. Very, very sorry about that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Like, oh yeah. Back to the question I wanted to ask for both of you. What were you guys like think? How would you like anti-teaming would work? Like if because okay, think of it like this: a fallen champion is like, I'm pretty sure the only class, like one of the best or only class in the game, where if it gets fought like by so many different people, like multiple, like 6-7 people, it can just survive like for free. Like it just gets so much, even though it got nerfed, it still survives so much.
Yeah, I mean, I said this kind of on the, I don't know if you guys were there, but there was like a stage or whatnot held a few days ago. On that, I said,
yeah,
I would love for there to be a boss grid mechanic in the game. The problem is that making a boss raid mechanic that isn't horribly abusable or make more problems is very difficult.
It's very hard.
So it's it's something that is definitely like trying to be worked on, but it's not like concepted. It's just like it's too much. It's too much, dude. You have to do it so fucking like perfectly for it to not cook the game.
Because I was thinking of one and I was like, oh my god, holy shit, this has so many flaws. Because one of them I was thinking, like, I remember I did it on a stream before with like Mini, is like it was like, oh yeah, it should be based off of like how many people push you in combat and like you take less damage, blah 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 blah. But then like I found out that there's so many things that can make it abusable, because like if you make it with combat, oh what happens if like freshies hit you? Do you get a fucking damage boost? Oh, what about like if you get
like in your clan, but they leave your clan.
Yeah, and then they just hit you, and then you get damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's so much stuff. Like there's so much.
I mean, there's
stuff
already like there's a feature where like if you get hit by 2 people within like 2 seconds, and you're not allied with them, you get like a half stun and like half damage or something like that. Like that already exists, but
I don't think
it's not. I mean, I'm not saying it's like a solution. I'm just saying like I'm open to. Yeah, it definitely works. Like you can feel it. Like when you know it's happening, you can feel it. But it's
would it work with
it's something that's always gonna be worked on.
Another thing I actually saw.
Yeah, if you're getting 2v1, it happens. That's why you can't like 2v1 someone. You just have to run like 2 1v1s. If you're 2v1ing someone, I mean, I don't know if this is like entirely true in ganks, but from my experience at least, you can't like you can't 2v1 someone and like gank them at the same time. Like you need to like swap out.
No, you have to 1v1 one person and then just like dodge, switch to the other person, 1v1, swap out, and then basically like
which
not
I think
every class can do that.
Yeah.
In like in CC and stuff, this didn't exist, and people would get raped so hard when you're getting 2v1. And it's definitely a lot better now than it was before, but it's still not perfect. Obviously, it'll be worked on more.
Definitely not perfect.
Another thing I saw someone talk about.
Sorry, go ahead.
What's up?
Okay, I saw 2 things. I've heard a lot of people talking about like cultist nerf from 30 to 5% has basically made it 100% dependent on otherworldly grasp. And then I also saw someone wish that they would God, what was it? Something about like adding a high risk, high reward PvE that's like more untouchable from PvP than world bosses. Like for he used Castle Rock as an example. And then I also think like town NPCs are a little weird how they work, because they can be really annoying during fights. Those are my 2 things. You can handle them as you please though.
Bro, I feel like there's no situation where I have ever thought like town NPCs, like where I've ever thanked a town NPC for like existing. I feel like those are only ever annoying as shit in my personal opinion. But
because I hate that they kind of like NPCs in general are super fucking 99. Okay, are super smart when it comes to like fights and shit. And then they just like cook you during like you're 1v1ing someone, and then an NPC comes in, M1 uppercut, M1 straight, and then they just like fucking destroy you. It's like, dude, if you're on high ping, you just basically lose in a 1v1 because it basically counts as another player. But if you're in high ping, you're good. Also, Super just fucking donated like
I was about to bring that up.
Really got timekeeper after there's 2 people discovered it, and it wasn't leaked, nullifying the group efforts entirely in discovering the artifact and getting it.
Yeah, I will say artifacts brought a huge sense of community to the game, and then the way they were treated kind of killed that community, if it makes sense. I know we already touched on this, but like
I played CC.
Yeah, like one thing, Supa, we talked about earlier was the fact that I know Q feels this way. I think Astralsix felt the same way, that like artifacts shouldn't be combat focused. They should be like quality of life from the start. Like all-seeing eye is a strong tech, but it's not like game breaking or anything. Like it doesn't like make having the not having the artifact like a complete gut to your build, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't like buff you, or it doesn't make you better at the game per se, or like doesn't make your life easier in combat. But yeah, no, again, it brings up the topic that Q and Alice brought up, where like, oh, if we make them quality of life, what would make the difference between them and gifts? But I'd say more like they could be like a very niche. You know what? Let's make it like kind of like foolproof, where like, oh, artifacts that you get are always like a active, like kind of passive, where like for example like Seeker gets a TP, like Ribcage could have something that you could do like for fucking, or like actually Ribcage could be fucking removed or like changed to something else that is not based on like block breaking, like when you get block broken. Gut Ribcage? No, gutting is like fucking dog shit ideas for game balancing or like in general. Gutting is not a good like way to go with shit. You always gotta. If
Also,
it
huge
doesn't
thanks
work,
to
then that means
Supa.
you're
Holy
changing.
shit, man!
You
Thank
don't
you for
gut
the
it.
100 so
Because
fucking
gutting
much.
is not really.
I
A
really
good
appreciate
fucking
that.
way. It's like,
Also,
oh, yeah,
wait,
wow.
I just
Yeah,
want to say, sorry to interrupt, but I nerfed Timekeeper after it was leaked. It was not like 2 people didn't have it. It was like 50 people had it by the time that I got it.
All right, so only 50.
Just so everyone, just so we're all on the same page. Because I was reading the super message. He said like 2 people had it. That is not factual.
Holy shit, this is spamming.
Yo, can we get a
I think it's also kind of like a dilemma where, like, you can't just leave it in the game if it's affecting combat, but people will be pissed if it gets like if it loses its combat access without just getting a rework, which isn't very
Yeah.
realistic right now. Like, there's no way to make everybody happy with that change, so it's not. I don't know.
Like Stark, it's too overtuned. You mean the E that you can't mana shield? And the fact that like the Saros, the fucking crit and stuff like that are kind of like annoying that you can angle them. Oh yeah, that's still one thing I realized about Stark that's like super strong. And I even mentioned it like before when remember when I said about the aerial like attack air counter when you like do an aerial attack and hit people above you, like fucking Hitman and at the same time Coyote, like both of these guys get the ability to aim their crit. They're not like on a linear path of like, oh, I do the crit, the hitbox is in front of me. It's like, oh, I get like a 360 around me orb that you can't see, and then I just aim at that area, and then you fucking like get hit or not. It's like, sure, you can say, oh, I can just bug or like I can just fucking eat it and I'm fine. No, the fuck. Like that's kind of dumb.
I don't know, I feel like you being able to aim the move is kind of just like quality of life of playing the class. I don't really think it's like
True.
crazy overpowered. I think like Beam Barrage breaking mana shield is a little questionable, but I don't think that was intended.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a bug. You're supposed to be able to
It is
mana
a
shield it,
bug.
no?
Yeah, no, you're
not
you
mana shield it right
said
now? 'Cause I thought I fixed
No, you
it.
get guard
Oh,
broken.
people are saying you're just getting guard
Yeah, no,
broken
you
now.
said it in the
That might wanna
I saw you. say it.
dust that up.
Oh no.
I thought I
like,
made it completely blockable, but I guess not.
no, it's bugged. Great. Oh yeah, no. Fucking what's his name? Okay, so you know how like Coyote or like a Hitman can use like their guard breaking moves in the air and on the floor? Real ass fucking question. Should they be different? Like the wind up is like longer when they're in the air because they get to aim it at multiple different angles and they're safe in the air most of the time when they aim it. So you get more time to be able to parry it. But on the floor, it's faster, but you can't really aim it like any angle because you're on the floor. Would that be fair? Because I see a lot of fighting games do that kind of shit where like if you do an air variant of the same move, it would like punish, like it would give you a slight punish for being given the advantage of being in the air. Because like 90% of the time you can't really go and uppercut them because the uppercut's too slow, and by the time you do it, they get hit. No, you get hit. I mean, like by the move that they use. It's like or they're just too high in the air.
The way I feel about classes that can play aerial is like there's only like 3 of them in the game. It's like World Seeker and both of the gun classes. So it's like I don't see a point of having like a system here necessarily. I think like there's not as much of like an air superiority advantage as there is in like typical fighting games in Rogueblox. Like I think the biggest advantage you get out of it is sometimes you can hit people from like off screen. But I don't really think that's like the class's issue. I feel like that's more of like an indicator issue. Like maybe there should be a more obvious indicator, maybe an arrow to the person who's about to shoot you in the brain, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not just that, but also in general, like what's his name? Speaking of indicators, Coyote literally has like some moves that you just cannot block, and there's no indicator.
Also,
Like it just does nothing.
are we ever gonna change the gold blood removal? Because right now it just locks it to whatever you have it on, rendering it still basically useless unless you're running the exact same class or another class of the same weapon type. Like,
do you mean
that's
like
kinda
you want to
question.
be able to like transfer like a
yeah, like if I don't want
like
to
you
play
want
a
to be able
build
to like
anymore.
refund one and get like a gold blood back?
Yeah, no wait. Maybe you could add like a silver cost or something. Like,
maybe.
I don't know.
I never. Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about that. I mean,
I kind of
an
the way I
interesting
think
idea,
about it is
maybe.
like the way I think about it is like if gold bloods were just allowed to be like reshaped and taken off at any time, that would kind of like in a way you'd never really have to like go grind more gold bloods. Like the way I feel about it is yeah, like getting the Iker back is kind of stupid.
That's a
Like it's
fair point.
annoying because it doesn't really it's just kind of like you didn't remove it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like you still have to go get another gold blood. Like I think gold blood should just be like harder to obtain if a change is going to be put in place where like oh you can just like reshape it at any time. I feel like you know something kind of has to change in that area because it's either too flexible or not flexible enough.
That's fair.
Hold on, let me see the move again. What is the move called?
Can we talk about freshies with Kane's Fangs, Necrostone, and Max Relics and gear doing insane damage, but if I want to kill them, I get green name. I don't know, I lowered their max HP, but that's why I did the poll where like whether or not freshies should be able to like equip really good weapons. I don't know, there's always like this is just an issue with Unseen Aid. Is like the main thing, because you can't wipe a freshie if you're an ultra.
This guy's fighting the big back of doom and despair right now, bro. Holy shit.
What the fuck is this zoning shit? What the fuck? I can't dodge out. I was spamming Q the entire fight. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I have a question for chat real quick. Is rapid beams blockable? I need to ask chat. I need them to answer me right now. Is rapid beams blockable?
Yeah.
All right.
Chat, everyone knows Wraith
Hey,
is
don't worry,
broken.
bro.
Everyone knows Wraith
Hey.
is broken, chat. Nobody ever said it was fucking fair.
Everybody that says it's bad or like D tier is just like trying
It's
to gatekeep
wiped.
it. Trust.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't fuck with the pustule Angler's Fishblade clap angel summoning wraith, bro. That shit's bad.
No, I don't. I don't. I don't know. I was spamming Q that entire time. I couldn't get out, and even if I could, my dodge wasn't enough to outpace fucking Snap Angel Summoning, bro. That's actually just turns
The clap
daggers
angel
into
summoning
great
needs to be vaulted.
swords.
I'm sorry.
Please,
It's time to
please,
vault that
please,
shit.
please, please, please do that. Please fucking do that.
What's wrong with Clap Angel Summon?
What do we mean?
Bro,
What's
it is
wrong
the
with it?
most- It is the most ridiculously uncompetitive fucking bullshit in the game, and it needs to go immediately, bro. Like it you don't have anims on your M1s anymore because it's fucking mana color. You can make it like black, you can make it black like a and you can't see what the fucking person's doing, and for whatever reason it extends your hitboxes by like 40 million. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Oh wait, is what was the move for Hitman? It was called Night Raid. Yeah, Night Raid. Is that one blockable?
Night Raid.
Night
it's mana
Raid, the
shieldable,
one-
like the aerial variant. Yeah.
Okay, it's mana shieldable, but it's not blockable, right?
It's not blockable now.
Okay,
You can
so
PB
why
it or
does
you
it
can
not-
mana shield it.
Well, why does it not have an indicator of being unblockable then?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Like
because like it's so misleading. I'm pretty sure everyone agrees that like when somebody charges it in the air, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna block it," and then like there's no indicator. It's like it's
Yeah,
kind
I mean,
it's
there
kind of
should be
weird.
an
I'm not gonna lie.
indicator, but I think I'd like to just go through. I think I did actually, like a while ago. Like go through all of the moves in the game that guard break and don't have indicator, like the red one, the little flashy one, and just put it in a list somewhere for like it to change.
Yeah.
But
Put Night Raid in.
I don't know. Like
There you go.
call it a nitpick or whatever. But I would assume like the aerial like Giga Blast wind up of Doom like ear rape combo is probably a guard break.
Yeah, but then they would mana shield it, and then they'd be like, "Oh, I'm safe. Oh, that means I can block it."
Yeah,
Like-
fair enough, I guess.
Oh, it's the fuck. It's like, dude, it's like if you give me that misconception, then that means, oh, the meteor that fucking what's it called? That Grand Knight does. Oh yeah, let me just mana shield that. Like that. Like okay, you gotta admit, like it's a pretty good way to trick players into be like, oh yeah, that means I can block that move. It's like.
Yeah, no, I
It seems
agree
a
with you.
bit
I'm just
evil.
saying.
Yeah, it seems a bit evil.
Also, can we talk about Frank chess, bro? Like, what are we doing? 6 fucking silver? Are we dead ass? Like, what the fuck?
No, me and the boys, no. Me and my boys got on to do fucking Frank. We did that motherfucker like first time. Call us dog shit or whatever, bro. That guy beat our ass. We were fighting
Dude.
for our lives.
He's better.
And this motherfucker drops like a fucking like amulet and a goblet. I'm out ulta for the game, bro.
Dude, he actually
Shit,
is better than most
It's
players
like
with the way he back
with like a
shots.
fucking moth flying out of it. It's like a
Yeah,
fucking
exactly,
wallet.
bro.
Like
It's
empty
a
out
pure
wallet.
gamble. It's
that
you
shit
either
had to
get
be
dog
bad.
shit or you get the exclusive shit. It's like a 50-50. That was my intent.
Okay.
That's just not a
It's like
50-50.
going to
That's like
college.
that's like a 15 chance to get something 85 for nothing, bro.
It might be like a 60-40 or something. I don't know. It's
I've
not-
done
it's
like-
exact
it's a
reason.
1%,
I've done like 12
bro.
and I got 1 rapier and that's it.
Hold on, let me check. Let me check the rates right now.
That reminds me, I had a complaint about this, bro. What is up with like a lot of the bosses taking like multiple lives of dying to learn and then having the most lackluster, disappointing reward? Like, dude, even the King Slime, bro, I sat there fighting for 20 minutes. Out of the 3 chests, I opened one, and the one I opened managed to have 1 life shard. And I didn't even get it
I don't know.
because
I feel like
one of
we're
the
getting a little
46
on that.
PKs yoinked that shit. I think
I think the Oozwald chest is the best in the game by far. Like that shit is
oh no,
Yeah.
by far, but it's 50-50 too.
I don't think so. I've never done an Oozwald chest and gotten dog shit. Like I've only ever gotten peak.
I don't know. It's been
But
different
maybe
for me.
I'm like
Chest is
absurdly
70-30,
lucky.
by
Man,
the
I just
way.
forgot a fucking gambling class to the game. Come on. Make a fucking use slots and then it just randomizes its damage or some shit.
We talk about how
Oh, and it gets, like,
useless
more luck, and
and
it
dog
just
shit
plays
corruption
around.
is after the last update.
Fucking Eden from A Binding of Isaac randomized everything.
Okay,
Randomized defense, randomized attack,
Oh,
randomized everything.
a lot of people are asking about Destroyer. I think we talked about it earlier, but can we just revisit it for 1 minute? And then if people keep asking, I'm just gonna ban them, bro. Like, I'm actually sick of hearing this shit. Destroyer isn't trash, Destroyer is crazy. Okay, we don't have to lie. We don't have to
I
lie.
think Destroyer's like, I wouldn't say it's crazy.
Oh, it's
bro.
Minty.
I think
Minty
it's
said
like,
that.
Bro, I think Destroyer is like the noob stomper of Doom, and then
Yep.
you go anywhere near a player with
Dude,
like the
yes!
FP and timing,
You know-
just
yeah.
lose.
Do you know that one move where he does a flip in the air and then slowly lands?
Yeah,
That is like the
I
most
think
predictable move ever.
the problem with Destroyer 2 is it's probably the class that suffers the most from slow guard breaks being genuinely horrible. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something that'll be tackled like eventually, but Destroyer it has a refresh lined up. That's why there's no
Mhm.
like huge like change coming to it.
W
Have
lie?
y'all ever thought of
Wait,
just
W
like
lie on what? Like,
have y'all ever thought about just taking like 1 week to completely focus on all the reworks? Because I feel like once all the reworks are in place, balancing complaints will go down a lot. But like I also think like people want Buccaneer and then they want personalized chests and then they want all these reworks and they just people want too much. And like I've never been a dev, but I've seen a lot of the sides of deving, and I don't like I know for a fact you can't just pump out constant stuff like that. Like there's no way we're getting like fucking 8 reworks and like 2 new ultras in one update. Like that's just not realistic.
hey,
No?
this guy
I mean,
said
it's
it.
not- it's not
Spartan and
my,
Destroyer
like-
have the most readable guard breaks.
It's not my question to answer because I'm not a dev, but like I will say there are bigger issues the game is dealing with right now than reworks. Like
Mhm.
while having reworks would be very, very good for balancing. I do agree. That'd make our job so much easier. The game does need to get more endgame content, like replayable endgame content.
I agree.
I think that's a little more of an issue than, like, as far as classes go.
Starfield, didn't I literally just also bring this up on your one of your streams or like a 1VC where I talked about how like the game isn't actually a roguelike, and people think that these types of games on Roblox are actually roguelikes, but they're not,
Yeah.
because like they don't have like the actual true replayability that a roguelike has. Like take literally any roguelike on Steam, like you take Slay the Spire, Binding of Isaac, Enter the Gungeon, like all those games or like whatever. You play them through the start all the way to the end, and you have fun the entire fucking run. And then once you end, you unlock stuff on the way to then restart a run. But in this game, it's more like, oh, you make a build, and then once you reach the end, it's mostly PvP, and then, or maybe PvE if you want to complete your PvP build. But then at the end, there's not really a true end goal. Or like, oh, I want to keep playing with this build because there's more stuff to do. It's not like because PvE might help that, but like, it's to some extent and to some way. Because sure, you can add leaderboards and whatever. Wait, a PvP game is mostly PvP? Yeah, but that's the thing.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what I thought too, though. Like, I think I thought, at least me personally, I call me like horribly stupid, but I thought roguelike referred to like being similar to Rogue Lineage.
No,
Like,
yeah.
On Roblox, that's what it means. But like,
this game is absolutely not a roguelike. Like,
No,
neither
it is not.
most of the games that claim to be. That's why I thought it was
I
Rogue
keep
Lineage.
complaining about so many people about this. Like,
I've had this
roguelike
conversation with like 4 people.
Roguelike is a game with like, I don't know. I think like what encapsulates roguelike is like good replayability when you're like restarting runs and shit. And I mean that's something that I'm gonna be working. That's not something I'm neglecting. That's not like it's not intentional that the meta progression is ass right now. It's something I'm gonna be working on.
Yeah, no, Q. I wish you the best of luck because making a true roguelike out of this game is gonna be like a fucking
Oh my
monumental
god.
task.
We have a Rogue
Because,
Lineage
like,
brain rot in chat.
Dude, because roguelike, roguelike is harsh mechanics and wiping. That's not a roguelike.
No, it's
No, hold on.
Oh my god.
A roguelike is, but hear me out. It's gonna sound crazy. You start with pre-built characters, and you do a run with randomized events where you cannot predict or do some things exactly the same way where you would benefit your win. And then when you lose, depending on what you did during your run, you receive rewards to then restart a run with either marks like with pre-selected characters with upgrades or changes, where then you can keep doing a run and then try to go further or do better. That's what a roguelike is. Like, has anybody here played Risk of Rain? Risk of Rain, you pick a character, and depending on what you do in the runs or achievements with characters, you unlock more items for your runs. You're describing a roguelike. Roguelite. No. Dude, you know the difference between a roguelike and a roguelite? It's in the name, light. Light is less of it. It's like it's trying to be a roguelike. Like yes, this guy said Dead Cells. He's right. Skull and Dead Cells. Dead Cells is a roguelike. You play the game. Like, dude, hold on. Right now, you can go. Hold on. Let me look. Dead Cells. Let's see the video game description. Oh, would you look at that? It's a Metroidvania roguelike. Like, you can't tell me it's a roguelite. Roguelite is taking from roguelike and doing it less. Roguelike equal meta progression?
Roguelike, like, there's like a game from like the 80s called Rogue or some shit, and it just means like that game.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm pretty sure they base off of the original game being that old. Roguelike does not mean that it's like, oh, it's Deepoken, it's Rogue Lineage. That's not actually the true definition.
These games have roguelike like elements in them, but they're not like roguelikes. But I mean,
yeah, exactly.
In Rogueblox, like I said, it's gonna that's something that's gonna be worked on a lot. It's just making meta progression more fun.
I think the problem with like going for a roguelike game off of this base is that roguelikes thrive off of there being an end. And there being an end in this game means wiping, and nobody wants to wipe. People want the risk of wiping, nobody wants to wipe. That's just
which brings us here to the other thing, mementos. Mementos are basically like they try. That's I told this to Phil multiple times. Mementos are basically a way for you to like try to say that this game is actually a roguelike, because they're like, oh wow, it's like when you wipe, you get one, or like you get one mementos for progressing, and then the only way you can spend them is like if you're on a new character, right? Or if you wiped or whatever. And then it's like that's the only reward you get, and once you're done with them, it's like it's done. Like mementos are like basically like a watered down version of what like roguelikes actually do, where like they reward you with something completely new depending on what you did. Like, okay, this will sound crazy, but like imagine if there was like a fucking like class you could only get if you played a class like beforehand and progressed it fully, and then played with it for a certain amount of time, and then or like did a specific achievement with it, and once you're done with it, you finally you're able to like play that specific class. Because like for example, Binding of Isaac has this thing called check marks. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you guys ever played that game. Have you played that game if you were, or Astro?
That game is fire,
Have you
but
guys-
yeah. Played the fuck out of
Yeah,
it.
you know how check marks works? Like in that game where like you play like a certain character like Isaac, Eden, Azazel, or whatever, and depending on like if you kill a boss, if you like get an ending with that character, you unlock more stuff for you to do during that run. So like that's what a roguelike is. And if like Rogueblox did it, maybe it'd work. Where like, oh, you play with that class, you beat like a you do like a specific like progression, like in a Night Rain where they have like what's it called? What are they called again? Like memories? Yeah, or whatever. Like where they had like they had to do like their own specific side story.
Well, I think enough has been said about like balance stuff, which is like mainly what we were here for.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I think we're gonna dip out now.
All right, sounds good.
This was a very good discussion.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys like coming out and like talking to like not just like me as a content creator, but also doing it in the public eye with the community and involving more than just content creators and CC players, like also just like the average player too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for having me. I mean, listen, I like talking to the community when they're not coming at me with like pitchforks and shit. Like if you ever
For
call me
real.
out, I'll come talk. If
Hey,
you
did I
ever come
ever
me out,
talk
I'll
to
come
you about-
talk. But
Hey, I didn't kill you, man. I talked normally. Trust.
yeah, I mean, hey.
Real.
All right, well,
I'm
I'm
not
out.
out of